Hello, everyone. Today, it's still the beginning of the week, and you're already feeling behind. I understand. I am too sometimes. I want to be clear about this. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need that perfect day to make progress, not at all. That's like an old myth of some sort. You just need a real day. A real day where you can just still show up and do what you can. So today we're going to be talking about momentum. How momentum doesn't feel exciting often. It doesn't feel like that. Sometimes momentum feels like kind of boring. I know it does for me. You're not seeing, what do you define as momentum? I don't know, but it feels boring sometimes. Sometimes it feels like I don't I didn't do one thing and it wasn't and I didn't do one thing that I wanted to do. I did this boring stuff and it wasn't impressive. But the truth is, that's what builds momentum. And that's what building momentum actually looks like. It's one maybe non-impressive action that's non-perfect at a time. So today I want to give you a concept that I'm personally using, and I call it minimum day. Yeah, that, not a give up day, not a fail day, not a do nothing day, just minimal. And a minimal day is when you decide I'm going to do the smallest version of what I said matters on purpose. That means laser focus on one thing that matters in the scheme of things. What is that one thing that's minimal? It's small, but it'll get it done because there's there's what steals momentum is not those hard days. It's the not doing anything day. It's like when you like disappear completely, which I'm guilty of. So instead of disappearing, you pick one small anchor, one thing that might help keep the promise to yourself alive, something that you feel good about that you did. It doesn't have to be a big thing. No, don't finish that whole project. Do a piece of it. Do some emails. Just something small. For me, it was like record a video, even if it's, excuse me, not perfect. And Lord knows, upload it and then just stop. But then I do other things, on the side, some things for your general health, like take a drink of water, drink some water, take a stroll, write a paragraph to an email you've been wanting to write, or send one email. Whatever your anchor is, just do it. Not everything, just one thing, just something that proves that you're still in it, that you're still in the game. Post that post, work on something. And if you're the kind of person who thinks, yeah, but I didn't do enough. Excuse me, I'm choking here. Lord knows I'm like that too. I want to hear I want you to hear this really clearly. Consistency, my favorite word, is not doing the most. Consistency is doing the next thing again. It's the next thing. Just the next thing and to keep your momentum going. That means just don't get out of the game completely. Momentum doesn't come from intensity. Nope. It comes from repetition. And repetition is built on small days that you don't quit. Because imagine if you do big things, then you burn out and you're like, oh, I can't do this tomorrow. I have to take a break. But if you do tiny things, small things, then you can build momentum to the next step. So today you're feeling a little messy, if you're tired, if you've been catching up, this is your permission to have a minimum day and still call it progress because it is. Any step forward is great. So if you need help, comment on minimal day so that I can be here to talk about it. And if you're doing the same as I am, taking small bits and pieces, then that's the way you build momentum. Do small, minimal things. we're going to talk about this further as I go along. But in the meantime, think about that. People say take one step at a time, one small, just the word minimal, minimum, minimum, minimum tells you what it's about that you have to do. Just don't, you have to do small. You not have to, but you can do small steps that get you that momentum that builds on each step that you take and then gets you to the goal that you have in mind. And that's one of the things that I've been working on. Because imagine if you do too much at one time and the all the intensity, and you're trying to do this huge project. There's no way. When you finish it, you're tired. You're like, oh, I need a break. And the break takes one day, turns into 2 days, turns into 3 days. And before you know it, you're out of the game. Believe you me, that's happened. And it's not because of choosing of my own sometimes. Last year, I had something to do for someone, and it was intense. And it took me out of the game. And it was only like a couple of weeks, but it felt to get back in the game was way harder. So I prefer to take those minimum days, take a little bit at a time, and do certain things. Take a break here, take a stroll there, talk with my dog, whatever, you know, pet my dog, um, go drink some water, eat something. Then rather than just intensely, I've been working on a project, on a digital project for a couple of weeks now. But I don't try to, I mean, I'm working on it, but when I see that I'm not getting what I need, I just stop. And then I just work on something else. And that's what I consider minimum. So consider that using your minimum days to build your momentum to then finish what you're working on. And just don't remember, just don't disappear like I do sometimes. Just don't do it. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.